The S&P 500 closed Monday's session slightly lower as investors held their breath before a crucial inflation reading that could provide clues as to how long the U.S. Federal Reserve will keep interest rate elevated. After the indexes enjoyed a solid rally on Friday, the market turned its focus on Monday to Consumer Price Index (CPI) data due out Tuesday morning. Economists expect a headline increase of 3.3% for October, easing from 3.7% in September. But core prices are expected to be unchanged from the previous month. The Dow Jones Industrial Average rose 54.77 points or 0.16% to 34,337.87. The S&P 500 lost 3.69 points or 0.08% to 4,411.55. And the Nasdaq Composite dropped 30.37 points or 0.22% to 13,767.74. And the major U.S. stock indexes had rebounded so far this month, fueled by a stronger than expected earnings season and hopes that U.S. interest rates are near their peak. And as of this morning, let's see how is the performance for S&P 500. We can see from each sector, and all the sizes within the box you can see is the size represents the market cap. And we're going to start to one of the largest sector within the S&P 500 is Microsoft. Then we can see Microsoft as of this morning is down by negative 0.81%. And we also have Oracle, but Oracle is green wave, it's up 0.95%, and Adobe is also down this morning negative 1.15%. We can also have this a few Fortinet Incorporation is down negative 1.02%, and the latest news about Fortinet Incorporation is sank nearly 18% and sparked a sell-off in cybersecurity stocks with a dismal forecast that compounded fears of slowing client spending in an uncertain economy. The current losses, if they hold, were set to wipe out nearly $8 billion from the company's market value. Rivals Palo Alto, Zscaler, and CrowdStrike fell between 0.6% and 2.6%. Fortinet cut its annual revenue target on Thursday and said it expects current quarter sales between $1.38 billion and $1.44 billion, below estimate of $1.50 billion. This is according to LSEG data show. And next, we're going to move on to the semiconductors industry. We're going to start with one of the biggest market cap within the semiconductors sector is up. NVIDIA 0.59% as of this morning. And the latest news about NVIDIA, we can see US curbs on the sales of advanced artificial chips by NVIDIA to China are creating an opening for Huawei to win market share, with sources saying it won a sizable AI chip order from Chinese tech giant Baidu this year, which is amount of 9,888 Hong Kong, and then better known globally for its telecoms and smartphone businesses. Huawei has for the past 4 years been building an AI chip line. And under the NVIDIA, we can say Intel Corporation is, as of this morning, is down negative 1.62%. And next, we're going to move on the consumer electronics sector is Apple. Apple is also within the Red Sea. As of this morning, is down by negative 0.86%. And the recent news about Apple is set to challenge the European Union's decision to put all of the App Store, we can see App Store, into the bloc's new digital antitrust list. Bloomberg News reported on Friday, citing people familiar with the matter. The iPhone's maker appeal is still in draft form and could change before the November 16 deadline to file challenges at the EU's General Court, according to the report. Apple did not immediately respond to Reuters' request for comment, while EU declined to comment. And this is the news we can see as for Apple as of this morning. Next, we're going to move on with the internet sector. Google as of this morning is also down by negative 0.31%. And the latest news about, we can see Google is the US Supreme Court on Monday let stand on decision for Google that overturned a jury $20 million patent verdict against the tech giant over anti-malware technology in its Chrome web browser. The High Court declined to review a U.S. appeals court decision that Alfonso Chofi and Alan Roseman's patents were invalid, ending a decade-long court fight between the investors and Google. The investor attorney did not immediately respond to a request for comment. A Google spokesperson said the company had no comment. Next, Meta is up 0.13% as of this morning, and the latest news about Meta is amid strained US-China's relations. Meta Platform's quest for new users could bring it back into the messy middle. The $828 billion company has brokered a preliminary deal to sell virtual reality headsets in the country with Chinese technology titan Tencent 0700 and Hong Kong starting late next year, according to the Wall Street Journal. And the agreement should help Facebook owner tap into the big market through gaming while avoiding thorny issues we can see. Thorny issues that could cause come with issues that come with social media. If successful, it also will put pressure on US officials to soften their own stance. And that is the update within the communications service sector, internet. And we're going to move on to the automotive sector for Tesla. Before we start on how is Tesla performing as of this morning, we can start with the electric vehicle updates that after years of accelerating growth, Europe electric car sales appear to be entering a go-slow zone as drivers wait for better, cheaper models that are 2 to 3 years down the road. Fully electric sales in Europe were up 47% in the first 9 months of 2023. But instead of celebrating, automakers including Tesla, Volkswagen and Mercedes-Benz sounded a somber note. High interest rates and a subdued market are putting customers off. They want with Volkswagen's EV order intake half what it was last year. And definitely for Tesla also, as of this morning, we can see very bright green here, is up by 4.22%. And this is the update for S&P 500 as 14 November and for this morning.